Winter be gone. Up. We are a precise nation, an exact nation. That's also why we gave the world some of the most exact timekeeping pieces. And yet, when it comes to the most important question, how will our summer be? We throw it all aboard, build a giant snowman, load it up with fireworks, set it alight, and wait for its head to explode. Welcome to Sechseläuten. So it all starts in the early afternoon, where the guilds, or Zünfte as we call them, gather at their respective houses. And here we have the Gilde zur Meise, who used to be wine merchants. And this is actually typical because these guilds were trade unions with bakers, shoemakers, bankers, you name it, and they held the political power within the city. Now Napoleon cleaned up with that after a while, but today is still their big day. And now I'm going to tell you a little more about the name Sechseläuten. So where does the name Sechseläuten come from? Now, back in the medieval times, there was a central indicator for the end of the workday, the church bells. And in winter, the days were shorter, hence the work days were shorter. So the bell rang at 5. But now in spring, the days and therefore the work days are longer. This is why they now start to ring the bell an hour later at 6. So that's why it's called Sechseläuten. So in a way, we kind of celebrate that we can work for an hour longer, which is quite Swiss. How is it to be on the high horse today?
Yeah, it's really fine. Look at the round. A lot of people have fun. It's really fun also for us.
So you see now the crowds are building, and that's because the parade has started. All the guilds are now parading down the roads, down to the main square. You even have some special examples here that are scaring the winter out of the city. And you feel how the tension now is starting to build. And all of this will find its finale down the road. No problem. Thank you so much. How long is the Böögg going to burn today?
I'm gonna guess like about 20 minutes. I would say like 19 minutes and 28 seconds.
Well, why so pessimistic? That's a bad number.
That's a good number.
I thought we were aiming at 10.
10, yes. Last year we
10.
Last year we did.
What's your guess?
Yeah, 8:30. It's going to be a great summer.
Great summer to you too, guys. And they're all now heading towards the main square to see the Böögg. And now we're here at the Sechseläutenplatz, and you see the square is filling up with all the guilds placing themselves around the bonfire. And in 30 minutes at exactly 6 o'clock, the main star, the Böögg, will be set.
I interrupt you
No
because there is
the main star will be set afire, and then we'll see how good of a summer we'll be having. If it burns less than 10 minutes, great. More than 10 minutes, well, we still have a chance of a good summer. So it's 6 o'clock sharp. It's now being lit. The timer started. We're 10 seconds in. All right, Böögg, give us a good summer. Take some last pictures for LinkedIn. There you go. And now we wait. So we already see the fire is making its way to the top. And what we're witnessing here is a tradition that hasn't been changed for hundreds of years. It's always been the same. And this is why so many people have childhood memories with it. And in best case, also as adults. sweet, what a happening that was. What is he burning behind me? Are the remains of what used to be a firework-loaded snowman that indicated a great summer. 12 minutes and 48 seconds. That's just underneath quarter of an hour. A marvelous time. So I say, pack your bathing trunks. We're in for a great summer. Back to you, Jan. So this is all that's left from the show, but what's happening now is another highlight because the square is about to open up for everyone to have a barbecue around the fire. What we're witnessing here is not the sudden beach party, it's the last chapter of the Sechseläuten because the square opens up. People get the hot coals out of the remains of the bonfire and then barbecue together and really have this first summery action of the year. So yeah, if you are in Zurich in April, make sure you don't miss it. Enjoy your summer.